And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Choose the mic. 2. Here we go.
2nd and 3. And caught by Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers, and even 40 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Here's Evans to throw on 2nd down. He finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Evans now throwing on 1st down. He'll get this to Eckler. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Evans. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Badgley's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. That's complete to John Ross. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. Right
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 48.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Evans throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run here with Eckler. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Now Evans on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Back to throw is Evans. Off play action, and it's complete. Henry, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Watch tight end. Tight right. We got 4.
Here is Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Draw play. It's Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
56. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I got you, Pop. Go.
Looking to throw. Evans. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Stay at home. Mike 2.
Here's Evans to throw on 3rd down. He wants it all for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback up upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
It's our time. Leo! Hey, turn it up.
On play action, Locke. That ball complete to Isabella. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line. Rock it. Stay grip.
On 1st down, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Tighten up.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Joey Bosa. Racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Keep playing hard.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Push him back. Push him back.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Slam, slam, slam. 44, Mike.
Nice. Seam 6. Seam 6. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This one caught by Isabella. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Mike, first down.
Any weapons?
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Locke now on 1st down. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
He's cracked.
Get it.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
A 44-yard attempt.
And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Mike 48. On deck, baby, on deck. 48, Mike.
Evans now on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd down, Eckler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
at the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. You got tape. You got tape. You got tape right there. Go. Sweet.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Evans. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far the field goal.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Not today. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Snap.
Gurley. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
throwing on first down. He's going to float this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Delta. 5.
Block will try again on 2nd down. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They look to throw. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. That's Isabella open on the right side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Blocked to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run. It's Gurley. There's the stiff arm. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Evans on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw is Evans. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here's Evans throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Down. 60 yards.
It's going to be a long day.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Evans now operating from the gun. They complete it to Hill. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
56.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you talk about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey. 4 down.
On 4th down, Evans. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Back. Switch.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
50, plant. 44.
Here we go.
Lock to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
First and 10 at the 48 line.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Sam, ready? Hey, Sam off. 70, Indy. Check.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Chiefs, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go when the rain starts. boss, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like